is the public. Thank you for tuning in to The Spill. My name is Melvin Sproul. Are you all ready to get into what I'm about to discuss this evening? But before I begin, what will I sip on? Ooh, I think I'll do me some Kettle One grapefruit and rose on the rocks. Ooh, intoxicating. So, you all, the topic of today is letting go of that negative energy. Are you falling off in distress because you're trying to keep up with the mess? Well, if that's you, you need to come on and have a seat. Because one thing you need to realize is life is only handed to you once. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So I'd rather for you to have a good time and let all that stress and that negative energy go. Because once you're gone. Ain't no coming back. But in all honesty, yes, I understand a lot of people go through things. Yes, that's just life. People go through things. But what are you doing to get out of the situation you're in? Is there any progression? Like, what are you doing? Because that's the difference. Okay? If you're not doing anything to get out of your situation, then, you're just going to be stuck in misery the rest of your life. And you don't want that. So, if you're going through something that's like negative and is draining you, work on getting yourself out of that situation. Anything is possible as long as you put your mind to it and consistent. You know that's the key. And also, how can I say this? Yes, we all have friends that that will come to us for advice when they're down. Yes, that's normal. And yes, we should be that helping hand for our friend. But is it a constant thing? Like, does your friend hit you up every time they're going through something like that's all that when y'all discuss, that's the main topic of is there problems? Because if it is, you need to nip that in the bud. Because all the problems that's now becoming your problems. And you don't want that. You don't want someone else's problems to be your problem. Yes, you're friends, I get it. But it's got to be a point where enough is enough. What's new? What else can we discuss? You know what I mean? Because I feel like you are who you hang out with, who you surround yourself. How could you better your life if you surround yourself with nothing but negativity? How could you progress? How can you have a different viewpoint of things if everything you encountered was negativity? Can you sit and ask yourself that question? And the thing about being that negative person is you grow to be very bitter. You grow just to be bitter, like everything around you, the people, everything around you just annoys you. You just get angry and grumpy because you just have so much negativity going on in your life. You just distraught, going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And you don't want to live your life like that. Like, there's a lot more to life than negativity, negative, like bad things. Stop always thinking of the bad things because there is a lot of good. There really is. So, All I can tell you is if you have, number one, dislocate yourself from the negativity. That's what I mean by saying that. I mean, if you have that friend and all that friend does is just call you with their drama, like you all can't discuss nothing else. You all can't discuss bettering your career. Like, what is your plan? What do you want to do in life? If you all can't have that conversation and it's mainly just about what you going through and all the problems you have, then you need to cut that loose. Because how could you feel like you have that support for what you want to do from your friend if all your friend can offer you is negativity? They don't know about positivity because they're so stuck on the negativity. So if you're trying to go down the positivity route, that means you may need to reconsider your friends. And another thing, if you're in like a really bad situation, a negative situation, you just gotta have to work through getting yourself out of that situation. Like, that should be your main priority. Whatever it is that seems to be holding you back, there's a way to get out of it. You just have to be hungry for it. You have to be starving. You have to go on a fast for it, okay? Well, I hope I was able to be the spoken word for some. Make sure you all tune into next week's episode to see what I'll be discussing that evening. Oh yeah, and also, make sure you like, subscribe, and share my channel. But most importantly, get intrigued.